Alright guys, we got the M5. We still got the M5. They hadn't come picked it up yet. The GoPro came in today. I was going to use it, it's dead. It's on charge at home. Doing a little property over here. I do it once a year, every year. I'm actually going to see if he won't let me cut hay off this next spring. I'll get it all, come in here and I'll get it all cleaned up. Spray everything out of it, all the broadleaf out of it. It won't be bad ground. It's, I don't know, 4 or 5 acres, something like that, maybe 6 most. Probably about 5, 4 to 5. I haven't tried the M7060 since I dropped it off. It's still sitting in the same spot. Which is fine by me. I'm hoping they'll leave this tractor till the end of the week. If they do, I'm going to bail with this one and break with the 7060. But if they don't, they don't. Not a big deal. I'm kind of glad I've got this one right at the moment because this 12 footer and tall, this stuff's tall, pretty tall, as you can see. I mean, 12 footers pulling this M5 down pretty good. Cutting in 3rd gear, low range. At 3.1 miles an hour is what it's showing. And I'm not really even taking the full width of the cutter on this. Got it over just a little bit, overlapping some. This will may take me just a little bit. 7 o'clock. Definitely, I'd say it'll be 9:30 or 10 anyway before I'm done with this one. I didn't get done with hay last night till about 10:30. Cutting on it. A couple more days and we're ready to rake the bale. This is a decent little property. It's got that little drainage ditch right there. It runs all the way down. Right in there. It's a decent little place. It's not far from the house. I'd already been on one of the jobs, a little 1 acre job. It actually pays more than this one does. I don't mind, it ain't always about the money. Times it is and times it ain't. Sometimes it's building a relationship with a customer and having a good relationship with the customer will get you the business back. You know, have a repeat business, and I've got several repeat customers. Several large properties. I've got a real large property on out around Katie's. I'll have this cutter this time when I do it next. I don't know if he'll have me do it again next fall or if he'll wait until next spring again to have it done. But this right here is tough and tall and thick. Wait till I get videos of that place over there. This ain't nothing compared to it. This right here has actually grown up a lot more than what it usually is. It usually doesn't look like that right there. It's never been this bad. This year has been a bad year for things. It's just, I guess it's just been so dry. Then when we got rain, we got a lot of rain. It's sprouted up a whole lot of weeds and saplings this year on everybody's properties. But part of it, I guess. That's where I like being able to come in and do this right here. Saves people a lot of money. People don't really look at it that way. When you give them an estimate for a job, so well, that's too much money. Well, they aren't thinking about it, but by the time they go buy the equipment, pay a payment on one every month. That might pay me just throwing a number out. They might pay me $300 or $400, $500, $600 to come out and bush hog for them once a year. Well, that'd be all they ever used that tractor is once a year. But they've got 12 months worth of payments sitting there. And if they bought a tractor this size, or even my M7060, either one, a tractor like this right here is going to cost $1,200 a month. My M7060, I'll just tell you, it's $870 a month. But it's no interest for 60 months. That's why I went with the Kubota, because of the interest rate. People just don't think about things like that. That cutter right there, I bought that cutter, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, 2 months ago, something like that. That cutter was about $15,000. Now, about 2 years ago, maybe 3, you could have bought a 15-foot batwing for what this cutter right here costs. This 12-foot cutter costs. I priced a 15-footer. I'm glad I didn't buy it because of the M7060. But it was over $20,000. I just couldn't understand giving that extra money for an extra 3 foot worth of cut. Maybe I should have. But right here is doing just fine. Now, if I was cutting 50 plus acre properties every week, yeah, I would have probably went with a 15, maybe a 20-foot cutter and a whole lot larger tractor. Probably an M6 series. Probably M6 131. Well, this is a lot. The 111 is the largest tractor you can get in the M5 series. It's the 0590 or the M5 091 and the M5 111. But this right here does just fine for what we're doing. If I can get in with that contractor that I've got that bid on with, excuse me, and he can keep me in bigger properties, well, we may upgrade then. But right now, we're going to stick with what we got. M7060 pulls this 12-footer okay. A 7-footer is a workout for me. My 7-footer, it's a really, really heavy-duty cutter. It is a Bush Hog brand BH27. And they rated that cutter in 3-inch material. And it will cut 3-inch material. The thing is, well, behind the 1085 Massey, it will cut 6 and 8-inch material, because I've done it. Anything that Massey Ferguson will run over, that cutter would cut it. The M7060 just won't handle the cutter doing stuff like that. And I don't want to abuse it running over things that large either. It's a good hay ground if you get all the goldenrod. It's got goldenrod in it. You cannot feed livestock. It will poison livestock. It will kill goats, cattle, horses, any of that stuff. It will kill them. It will poison them. And it does not take much to do it. I think on a goat, it's 1 to 1.5% of the goat's body weight is all it takes a goldenrod to kill a goat. That's why those fields that I cut that were growed up like this a few days ago, that's why those fields are going to be sold for, those bales on the field are going to be sold for filling in ditches and creeks and things like that. Some of the local farmers around here may use it. stuff like that. Fill in the washouts. Then once I get that place cleaned up, it'll be a nice place when it gets cleaned up. Good profitable place, I hope. I got the last of my good fields cut last night. I'll get them baled here in a few days. The last 4 fields been cut. It could be some good ground, good hay. It's got a lot of brome in it. It isn't the best, but it's still decent hay. If it wasn't for all the little bitty saplings that are coming up in it and all the goldenrod, I'd just ask you to come in and cut it today. There's no sense in wasting the time doing that. That over there, they've had a dozer on it for the last, I don't know, I've been doing this about 3 years, maybe 4. They've had a dozer, I'm going to tell you some other. They've had a dozer over there for a long time trying to get all that cleaned up over there, and it's a mess every time they get done with it. Run over a piece of roofing tin back there. I don't know where that come from. May have been from the tornado that come through back in December. Come through, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 miles from here where it come through at. Lights on. I wish I knew they wouldn't come and pick this thing up this week. I'd adjust the rear lights a little more. That light's not in a good spot. Now when you cut hay, it's over there, it needs to be over yonder. I think you gotta watch for this one though. You turn this M5 very sharp, you will catch your tongue on this bush hog if they get them up off the ground. They wasn't paying attention earlier, and that's what I done. It didn't hurt anything. Made a racket when he set it back down though. Got to give me some mounts for the GoPro to do that. And I go to bush hog next. I'm going to go on the bush hog for a little while and turn around and get back on the tractor for a little while. You won't have to listen to me talk. Kind of ramble on at times. It's a habit. Now that I've got that GoPro, I may take some videos of things I do at work. But you'll see what I do every day on the in and out. Aside from this. Shut up and let y'all kind of enjoy the view of this right here for this little few more minutes, and then I'll shut her off and get finished up. But I don't want to make this video real long because it'll take me about another 30-45 minutes probably to get this done, maybe an hour. I don't want this video being that long. I'll shut up and let y'all interview. Curiosity, anybody that's got one of these cutters, if you could tell me why that wing, which wing is it? I don't know which one it is. One of these wings, yeah, the right side right there, right yonder. Why in the world it leaves a streak of grass, or whatever it is that I'm cutting? The rest of the cutter does fine, but that side right there does not cut worth a snot. And I ain't been able to figure out why. It's aggravating. It's about like a lawnmower. When you get a lawnmower and too tall of grass, leave a streak of grass sticking up. This doggone thing does the same thing. I don't know if you can see it right now here. Right there. You can see that streak of grass right there? It leaves up. That is the most aggravating thing. Looks like crap. Makes me have to go back over it when I get on. I'm straddling everything and cut all that out. Aggravating. There it is right there. If anybody knows why this cutter's doing that, let me know. It's a brand new cutter. It's done it since the day I bought it. I just haven't took it back to the dealer or asked them why it's got it, because I hadn't thought about it when I talked to them. Anyway, this video's went on long enough. We'll get out of here. Get this finished up. Appreciate y'all.